Hey YouTube, Pipe Boy here, coming to you once again from the Sanctuary, where it is safe, warm, and secure. And it is Friday night. Yes, that's right, boys and girls, and you know what that means. It's time for Friday Night Pipes. And I am currently smoking my restored No Name Calabash, refurbished by Floyd Norwood. And I'm smoking the newest of the Boswell blends, Piper's Pleasure. And no, this is not this week's MVP, however. But it is a previous MVP. I'm thoroughly enjoying Piper's Pleasure in it. Nice calabash. Not often do you see an all-briar calabash that's so close to the classic African gourd calabash, but this is pretty close. Small, but very, very nice. But no, it is not this week's MVP. This week's MVP concerns a certain pipe shape. And this week's MVPs, yes, plural, pertain to said pipe shape. And the question of what your favorite pipe shape is seems to be circulating recently on YouTube among the pipe presenters. And I got to thinking, this is one, I've got a few favorite pipe shapes, not just one. I like to be varied and diverse in my tastes. And this is a pipe shape that when I first began smoking a pipe, at first I wasn't quite sure if I liked it that much because it seemed maybe a little bit cumbersome, a little, like clunky. But as I grew as a pipe smoker, I began to cultivate and develop a like for the shape because of its inherent quirkiness and flair for the slightly unusual. So, slowly but surely, I began to acquire a taste for the shape, and so much so that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shining examples of said pipe shape, which are being featured this week's Friday Night Pipes as my MVPs. And to which pipe shape am I referring? It is the Oom Paul. Yes, the Oom Paul. Now, many of you out there in YouTube land who smoke a pipe have Oom Pauls, and truth be told, you've got your classic Oom Paul shape, and then you have some that are sitters, some that aren't, some that are like a hybrid of Oom Pauls and pokers. But I still consider them Oom Pauls if they have certain Oom Paulish qualities, such as the deep, straight bend and tall bowl, or somewhat tall bowl, in relation to the length of the stem and shank. So, that being said, let me present to you this week's MVPs, which I call Pipe Lawyers Oom Paul Nation. Check it out. Yes, there you have it. My 6 Oom Pauls, which I've served up to you on a tray, no less. And I am very, very fond of each and every one of these pipes. Just have been wonderful smokers, and they look good as I smoke them. I've seen my reflection as I've smoked these pipes, and especially the larger ones just hang so well. They hang so right. They look good. And I really like them. So, keeping that in mind, let's make the rounds here. No pun intended. But up front, over here, we have my latest Boswell acquisition, which is my Boswell Forbes magazine straight grain Oom Paul, which was a recent winner of the MVP honors, the classic black freehand style stem, and the beautifully plateaued rim, and shank there to match, as you can see right there. And just look at that beautiful, beautiful straight grain. All around. All around. Yep. It's become quite a smoker too, let me tell you. Very, very nice. I love that pipe. And up next to it is an estate pipe I bought from Red, the owner of Tobacco World. And this is a Lorenzo pipe in the classic Oom Paul sense. Smooth all around with a classic black, I think it's acrylic or vulcanite stem. I think it's acrylic. But I smoke English blends in this only. I sent it off to Floyd Norwood, had it restored, and it's a neat little pipe. Neat little pipe. Smokes very, very well. My one and only Lorenzo. Behind that is a birthday pipe that Coach Girl got me for my birthday in 2009 from Boswell's. This is a Boswell Oom Paul that was specially made for me. And it's like a small jumbo. Smooth, but with the back of the bowl up top rusticated, and then ring around the end of the shank is rusticated also, and flowing nicely into a lucite freehand stem. Black, very, very nice. Love that pipe. Love that. Great smokers, broken in beautifully. Next to that is a birthday Oom Paul I got myself the year after that, in 2010. This is a Boswell jumbo, a true jumbo, in a burnt autumn finish. It's all smooth, as you can see. And this pipe originally came with a cream chocolate colored stem. I had Dan Boswell especially fit a swirly green colored stem onto it. I was just on a green kick, and I still love it. I'm glad I got it changed because I think it complements the color of the briar very, very nicely. And you see it just catches the light very nicely. It's a saddle stem, very, very nice. I think it turned out splendiferously. Over here, beneath that is another Boswell. Surprise, surprise. This is a regular size pipe. This is just, it's not a 10-minute puffer. It's a classic sized pipe. And this one is was advertised by Boswell on their pipes for sale page as an Oom Paul. Smaller one though. It's got a diamond shank, which I think is the feature that kind of sets it apart from all the other pipes of its kind. You can see right there, it's got a nice diamond shaped shank that flows into a precision cut saddle style stem right there in all black. That's an English smoker too. And finally, next to it is what's not technically an Oom Paul, though I consider it to have Oom Paulish qualities. It's a full bent brandy shape, but it's got a very steep bend and it comes straight back up in the bowl, so to me that gives it an Oom Paul quality. Nicely gentle plateaued rim. And this pipe originally came with an amber colored stem, and I sent it back to Boswell's, and Dan was kind enough to fit a light cream colored stem onto the pipe, and I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I had that done, because since then I've fallen in love with this pipe. Smoked it a lot more often. Love it. And there you have it. This week's MVPs, Pipe Lawyer's Oom Paul Nation, which is sure to grow, I'm sure. That about does it. I'll admire these pipes as I continue to smoke my no-name calabash. But that is this week's Friday Night Pipes. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, remember, I'll present the evidence, but you be the judge. Take care, God bless, and good night.